On the 12th of August, our organization were going to have an international conference in the National Museum of Iceland, a government organization which is supposed to uphold our democratic right of free speech, freedom of assembly, and expression. After targeted harassment by trans activists in Iceland, the museum decided to break our contract hosting our conference in the museum's auditorium almost with no warning, causing us immense damage. The National Queer Organization which orchestrated these attacks is funded by the Parliament and opinionates and preaches that children can be born with a gender identity incompatible with their actual physical body. They also defend irreversible and experimental medical interventions on gender non-conforming children. The inclusion of gender identity in law has had a divisive effect in all countries where it has been introduced. Gender identity in law affects the freedom of speech, children, youth, parents, gays, bisexuals, lesbians, medicine, academia, our common ground, and most of all girls and women. In Iceland, the National Queer Organization attempts to control the debate on LGBT issues by silencing and inflicting traceable false accusations of others who disagree with their beliefs. Instead of participating in debates, the queer organization are using their power, influence, and employees to shut down any attempt to debate the consequences and actual conflicts the inclusion of gender identity in law and society has on society, and in particular on kids, youth, homosexuals, and women. The fact that homosexual women and men are exposed to this kind of damaging and abusive behavior by a state-funded organization in a Nordic country is devastating. But we have seen this before, and we recognize the manipulative behavior and attack on same-sex attracted women and men. If young lesbians in 2023 use the word lesbian to describe their female homosexual orientation, they are often called hateful transphobes, and that they need to reorientate so they can learn to enjoy male genitals. This cannot be allowed to go unchallenged. This is why we are launching a legal challenge against the National Museum of Iceland for breaking a contract with our organization, participating and indulging in libelous activities against us, and effectively participating in destroying the event that we had planned. State-funded organizations who use their positions to shut down debate regarding lesbians, gays, and bisexuals ought to be held accountable and be investigated for harassment and discriminations of lesbians, gays, and bisexuals, and for denying lesbians and gays and bisexuals freedom of speech and freedom of assembly. We will have to exhaust all options in Iceland before proceeding to the European Court of Human Rights, but we will take this case there if need be. The principle in this case makes it necessary. Please consider helping us fund our legal challenge by either direct deposit onto our bank account shown here on screen or via our GoFundMe. And please follow us on X/Twitter and on Facebook. Thank you very much for your support.